Welcome back to another video. I'm Korenn Rachelle and this is my Arroz con Pollo. Let's get into it. Now, Makuni Wild Harvest sent me a box of mushrooms. And if you're any type of old subscriber, I should say, like long-term subscriber, you know that I gets down with the mushrooms. So they have some really great products. If you have not yet seen my vegan lobster macaroni and cheese, you want to check that out. That will be linked in the description box below. As you can see here, they sent me this huge lobster mushroom, which was absolutely delicious. These awesome chantrelle mushrooms, of course, the king oyster mushrooms, 2 samples of some of their specialty maple syrup, which is delicious. I have some gluten-free pancakes coming for you guys. And their maitake mushrooms, which are also known as hen of the woods. So for this recipe that I am making, it is an old school recipe. I will be using these king oyster mushrooms. I'm getting started here with just dicing some peppers. And this by no means is an authentic arroz con pollo. This is my version because I love grandules, aka gungo peas. Love these things, so I love to put them in my rice. And moving forward, as you can see here, I have my vegan chicken thighs. If you remember my original recipe, this is with the king oyster mushrooms. So you want to make sure you click the link in the description box below, get your 15% off discount, and get you some king oyster mushrooms so you can make these delicious vegan chicken thighs. And this version, now I have 2 versions. One is gluten-free and one is not. This version and this recipe is gluten-free. So moving forward, I have my tricolored peppers in here, as well as some sofrito. That is also in my cookbook, which will also be linked in the description box below. That is my ebook. You can pick you up a copy. This recipe is in there in its entirety. And so basically I'm just sauteing my vegetables, my fresh tomatoes. Here I just mixed in a bit of vegan chicken bouillon. And I just mixed that in till it's nice and combined. So I have here some of my dried spice mixes. You can check the recipe linked in the description box below for all of the exact amounts and the exact ingredients. Here's some turmeric as well as a bit of cumin. And I'm just mixing that in. As you can see here, this recipe is really easy to make, really delicious if you're looking for a quick dinner. Even if you don't have the mock chicken, these rice and beans are delicious. So in goes my grandules, and I have 2 bay leaves going inside with a bit of water. And so basically I'm just going to bring this up to a boil, and in goes my mock chicken. And so I'm basically just giving the mock chicken thighs a pre-cook in this delicious bean seasoning medley mixture. And this is actually an extra step that you do not have to take. I'm going to remove the chicken out of the sauce just to mix in the rice and get the rice going. I did not use regular white rice. I did use brown basmati rice. So keep that in mind when you make your recipe. You want to cook or make sure you add enough liquid to accommodate your type of rice or whatever type of rice that you're using. The brown rice is more forgiving. Just an FYI for those that may struggle with cooking rice. You can add a little bit too much water to brown rice and it still comes out pretty good. So that's just throwing that out there. And so basically, I get the rice in the pot, add in more water, and here I'm going to return my mock chicken into the pan, cover this, and let it do its thing. Allow all the flavors to just come together, the textures and aromas. This is one of my favorite dishes. That's why it's so easy to talk about this one. It seems so simple. It really is so simple, but the flavors are so good. And here we go. This is our finished product. The mock chicken is cooked through. The rice is nice and tender. And we're ready to plate. I'm just going to garnish this with a little bit of fresh parsley. And this is ready to be served. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Stay tuned for what I'm going to make next with these chantrelle mushrooms. I'll see you in a couple of days. Before you leave, make sure you go over and check out my Instagram account and go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I would love to see your food pictures, so make sure you tag me in any of your vegan food pictures and check out some of my other videos. I have a couple linked in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it, and I will see you next time.